We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred. Hey, bitches.
My name is Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
This is the Nothing Sacred Show for the 10th of March, 2020. Yeah. All right, fuckfaces. How you doing, everybody?
Hey.
I am Cruise Control once again.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer, for real.
This is the Nothing Sacred Show for the March 10th, as I said before. And, yeah, the world is about to go into some more turmoil, man.
Man, here's the white elephant in the room, dude, because here's the problem. This shit is, obviously the coronavirus. Everybody's making a big deal out of this shit. When really, it's a fucking, it's a flu, dude. That's all it is. It's another strain of flu.
Yes, it's coming in on the back of the normal strain of the flu, and kills a lot more people. And
The mortality rate's like 98%, dude.
Well, I mean, we mean the it's 2%. So 2% of the population. Let's say, okay, it's gonna get bad. And I'm going to tell you I've got a different.
Okay,
let's talk about this because Max is kind of the. I have a buddy who's also kind of similar in the.
Actually, him and I were. It's the same guy I'm thinking of. We were talking today on Facebook.
Yeah,
I commented on his thing.
Yeah.
So I agree with him, man.
I know. I understand it's not. People don't think it's going to be a big deal, but if you look at what's going on in Italy and what's going on in China, they literally quarantined all of Italy, the northern part of Italy. Like 16 million people can't leave their homes.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be, if you're that fucked up.
Right. But that could easily happen here, and it's happening in some places already, like Seattle is pretty bad, getting pretty bad, from what I've heard, in terms of just a whole bunch of people getting sick more than normal. But here's the thing. I know you have some irks regarding this.
Yeah.
So let me say that I am of the opinion that you be smart and be aware. Like, have shit in your house. Be prepared to not be going. Be prepared to have a lot of events and things that you plan on doing being canceled.
Oh, no, that's happening already.
It's
that's happening already.
That's what I'm saying. That's a delight. So here's the thing.
Is it because people are getting sick, or is it because there's a fear of getting sick?
They don't want people. That's the whole point. They don't want people to get picked. Like a CPAC convention happened last week, which is a Republican convention, and now a whole bunch of people are sick because some people had it. So the point is that regardless of how deadly you think it is, and oh my God, it's gonna kill me, it ain't fucking The Stand. It ain't The Stand. It ain't Captain Trips. If everybody remembers Captain Trips from The Stand. It ain't a zombie apocalypse, but it's gonna fuck shit up for a while. For the next several months, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be easy from everybody's forecast. Anybody who has any idea of how the infrastructure works, what kind of hospital beds we'll need for people, the issues with elderly, the way it's going to stop supply. It's already stopping supply chains and fucking up certain things. Already fucking up people's lives, like you said. Things are getting canceled, man.
Yeah, well, and I see, but the reason it's all this panic. It's like you're panicking over some shit.
It's not panic. It's called preventative measurements, because the way it is transmitted is through breathing. So, right.
Just like a flu, like any old flu.
Like any old flu. But the difference is that we have vaccines for normal flus. We don't have a vaccine for the coronavirus, and it's not coming at the normal flu time. It's coming after the normal flu is already wrapping up. So it's extending the flu season longer. From estimates, it's the 3.8% fatality rate, which is pretty high for a flu. And there's a couple other things going on with it. I'm just trying to be aware. I'm not saying, oh, it's nothing. You're just a boogly skook for thinking it's gonna be.
And that's it. People are panicking for nothing. It's like you're panicking over some shit you've never been exposed to.
That's not panicking. That's preventative measure. That's basically stopping people from getting it that something that could be quite fatal and for especially elderly people.
Well,
but even other people.
For people with compromised immune systems, that obviously have cancer.
So to stop the
shit.
spread of it so that less people get it, that's why they're going to be canceling conferences. But regardless of what reason they're doing it for or not, it's like I said, life is going to be screwed up for the next couple months because we have to get this thing out. It's something we have to do. I know you want to say forget it and ignore it and just go on as we normally do.
Hey, I'm not going to stop my life because a bunch of panic puppets decide, hey.
Yeah, see, I don't think it's panic puppet. I think it's just taking precautions because it's a fucking major flu, and it's not just like people. I'm not talking about going on this guy said that it's gonna be this. I mean, there's just tons of different things that I've looked at that confirm that this is going to cause some stress on going to cause stress on everything. Basically, it's going to fuck everything up for the next 6 months.
Well, there's going to be some issues and things like, well, shit. I went to the grocery store last Sunday. And, all the water and toilet paper and all this shit, people are going nuts and the store's packed. And, you're just going, oh, Christ.
Well, because those people are – okay, see, that's where I draw the line. Like toilet paper, I'm going to get some toilet paper. But water, well, first of all, I live in a place where you can actually drink the water. So that's a good thing. Unfortunately, some people don't. So it's always good to stock up on that kind of stuff. There's no reason not to. It's not like you're not going to go. Here's the thing about it, though. Here's the thing about, like, stocking up on shit. Let's say you do get a whole bunch of extra rice or whatever the fuck you're eating, or a whole bunch of extra frozen food or whatever. Like I'm stocking up on ramen and stuff like that. I like to eat ramen. Needs to leave a little water. Like, I don't expect people are, man, we're going to lose. We're not losing power. We're not losing water. We're not losing, but we're going to lose concerts. We're going to lose conferences. We're going to lose sporting events. It's going to happen. It's going to get because it's going to exponentially. What they're saying is going to happen with this is that it exponentially grows every 4 to 5 days, twice the size. So by beginning of April or sometime in April, 1 million people are going to have this thing. By in May, it's going to be something like 100, 200 million. I mean, it's going to be all over the place by the middle of May. So it's not like it's just like this. It's like this. Like the way I look at it is like this, and I know where you.
No. This is good. This is what I wanted to talk about, man.
Look, when you think about a hurricane off the shore, right?
Right.
All right. It's 4 days away, and they say a fucking hurricane's coming. Get the fuck out or bunker down and get supplies. And you go, no, it's not. There's nothing to worry about. It's just
But there's an imminent danger there. You see something coming.
But the point is the people that are actually knowing what the fuck they're talking about see something coming. They see something coming. Like there is this is going to fuck shit up, dude. It's going to. There's no. I don't know how much it is. I mean, it's like you said, it's already screwing things up. Things are already getting with the more people that get it and the more people that see that happen, it's not going to go away. It's not just going to go away.
No, of course not.
And we're not talking about next week and this will blow over. It won't even be in the news next week. No, this is the beginning.
See, that's what I think. I think a month from now you're going to hear about some other crazy shit, and people are totally going to forget about it.
You want to bet?
You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Let's bet something here. Let's bet something good.
What are you thinking?
And I'm not saying, it's going to be. I'm talking about in a month it's going to be way worse than it is now.
Okay. All right. And see, for me, I bet you we're not even going to hear about it a month from now.
Okay. So we're not hearing about it a month from now to way worse. I think shit's going to be like school closures and shit like that.
Right.
That kind of crazy. Okay. So what do you want to bet? What can we bet?
What can we bet, man?
Yeah.
What can we bet? I don't know. Want to just bet a beer or some shit like that? I don't know.
Let's bet something. Let's bet a whole fucking meal.
Let's bet a dinner. Okay, let's do a meal.
A dinner, and not like a McDonald's meal. A meal at like a Red Robin type thing.
Red Robin or a Chili's or something.
Just something just like a nice meal, and including beer.
Go. That'll work.
And then here's the thing about it, though. This is a little extra punch to it, including beer, whatever. I'm kind of laying off the alcohol, but regardless, however, during that meal, so it's not like, you get one beer. It's like if you're there and you're drinking, you're like, I'll have another one. It's the whole tab for that meal.
I got your beers for the meal.
Yeah, and got you. Yeah, so that's basically today's the 10th, so the April 10th.
April 10th.
April 10th. Right. If this shit's still in the news, if this shit's still a big deal, and if it has really fucked up shit up, and it's still causing issues, then I get to buy you. Right. And if it's not, if it's like, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal, and it's not really big, then
we'll see.
yeah,
I mean, you may still hear a little bit about it, but I think there'll be new things that will take over the news, and then it's just, it's the panic pushing. They love to do that. The media's does that shit well.
Mm-hmm.
Push the panic button.
Well,
get everybody worked up, and then dude, don't listen to people on social media.
But here's the thing: the worst thing that's going to happen with me is that I'm going to have a shit ton of ramen that I can eat for a couple of months or whatever, or a couple of canned goods, so no big deal. But there are extreme people. Like, I'm not extreme. I just think that this is a big deal. And I think it's going to cause a whole bunch of shit. And I worry about certain people in my lives, like my mom and my stepdad, especially.
Well, they're elderly, and they have some health issues.
And especially since where they work. My mom works.
Where she works.
Yeah,
around that kind of shit.
But anyways, let's go into let's segue into I know you have an extreme example of, like, good God.
Dude.
Okay.
Totally. Okay. So, well, one more thing I wanted to say on this, what we were just talking about, though. A good example of this was the other day. I'm going home. I'm on the Tango car, and my driver Eddie, I get him a lot, and we're talking whatever. Well, this guy, he's on a skateboard and he's in the middle of the street, and he's got one of those masks on, like he's afraid of the coronavirus, and we're laughing at him because, like Eddie was saying, okay, this guy's got a mask on, like he's afraid of the coronavirus, something he's never seen or been exposed to, but yet the obvious danger, the cars that are whizzing past him that could hit him, he's totally oblivious to. So the real shit, the real threats, that's what I think about this. This is just it's a Google Boo monster trying to scare you, into some kind of subservience.
I am completely opposite. I think this is the real deal, and it's something that happens every 100 years. Was this? Let me ask you a question. Was the Spanish flu 100 years ago, was that a joke? Was that a fluke that killed like 50 million people?
I don't know. I wasn't around, but I guess it was pretty major.
So why couldn't it happen again? The predictors are.
Look how many flus have been since we've been alive, dude. The bird flu, the swine flu, the H1N1, the HIV 63, whatever dumb shit. I mean, there's been so many different.
Nothing like this, but yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, remember H1N1 was supposed to be pretty bad. That was like some major shit, right?
Well, nothing like this. Nothing in terms of what's happened in various countries. So, but I understand. I get it.
And again, you're talking about other countries where they drink their own urine and bathe in it later, man. They don't have what we have here.
Italy is not.
They're industrial, but
Like I said, man, we'll see. 1 month today, we'll see. But so what happened?
And you know what could solve this is you could close the borders. Why don't we do that, man?
Oh God, I have no problem with that.
Problem solved, homie. That's all we need to do. But of course, then we go back.
Well, it's too late for that. It's already way over here. We're in for it. We're already in. It's already in Seattle and everywhere else. So.
And it's rolling, huh? Okay, all right. Well, we'll see where it's at. Okay, but here's the beginning. Here's my extreme case, because one of the panickers happens to be my bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so of course every day it's an email, it's a text message about this shit. And it's actually it's starting to get on my fucking nerves, right? Although he's kind of backed off last couple days or whatever, but it was bad for a while, man. I mean, it was damn near an obsession. And he was saying that there's this licorice stuff that you can eat, and it's supposed to help you. It's like a powder, that I guess you can put in a shake or something like that. And
that sounds awful.
Oh, it is awful. It tastes fucking horrid.
And you had some.
Oh yeah, he brought me some, dude.
Of course,
the whole thing of it, And I got it sitting on my kitchen counter.
And licorice is fucking. I fucking hate licorice.
Oh, me too. I never liked licorice.
Oh, it's so good. This fucking shit's awful, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it's like chewing on a shoestring or some shit.
Oh, but it's also not even that. But I'm talking about
the flavor.
The flavor.
Right?
It's like this. Yeah, it's like medicine.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like
something like black licorice. I hate black licorice. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, the only time I liked it was a drink one time that somebody let me have that was like a licorice. I don't know what the shit it was, some kind of licorice juice or something. That was actually okay, but yeah, dude, this is a powder, and it tastes fucking horrible. I tried to eat it straight, and I was just like, "Flurk!" And then I tried to put it in water. Mm-hmm. That tasted terrible. But here's the funny part about this. See, now he's telling me, now be careful, don't eat too much of this at one time because it could raise your blood pressure. And I'm thinking, okay, let's see what choices I have. I could either end up with a flu, which, yeah, I could probably take some Alka-Seltzer Cold Plus and spend a few days in bed and be good. Or I can eat this shit and get high blood pressure, possibly risk getting a stroke that will give me debilitating shit that will last for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how fucking ridiculous is that? So, but then even more so, so then he tells me, oh, there's going to be social unrest and there's going to be this and, what if you get quarantined in your home and you can't leave your house? And so he's talking about remember the I call them conspiracy cornflakes
Yeah.
that he bought me. That's what he was calling for that night when you were over here. But he didn't want to come over because he didn't want, you got to do this secretly and covertly, with the food and all that shit. So he wanted to come over and get some of it. And I'm saying, well, dude, don't you have your own? He's like, well, yeah, but you've got several months worth. And, we need several, I'll get it down to where you only have several weeks worth. And I'm saying, well, why would you do that? And he's like, well, first of all, I paid for it. So it's like a, okay. So Indian giving. Yes, exactly. You gave it to me. Now you're coming to take some of it away because you paid for it. That was the other thing. He was like, him and his girlfriend, here we go. We are going to help you. He was like, we can go to the store for you and get you some. I'm like, nigga, I got my own back fade, man. I can go to the store just fine.
Yeah.
I don't need your help with that, dude. That's something and especially if you're going to hold it over my head like you're doing with the conspiracy cornflakes, then fuck you. I don't want this shit. So yeah, dude, he wanted to come over and his reasoning was, well, I've got 5 mouths over here that I need to feed. And, I paid for that stuff. I mean, you should be investing in this on your own, and I'm like, yeah, invest in the fanaticism like you do. It's kind of like the alcoholic that wants you to drink,
Yeah.
So anyway, and I don't know, man, maybe, I mean, do you think I'm being an ungrateful prick, and hey, he's trying to look out for you, bro,
Well, in some ways I do. I don't think you should, taking some of that back. I mean, obviously he, gave that to you at a different time. So, if there's several weeks, if you have months of it, and I don't think as long as he lets you, I'd be like, whatever. But he is looking out for you. So there is, it is because he's concerned. And
I get it, but it's like a lot of times when people are helping you, they help for their own personal reasons, not for you.
Well, of course, it's for both. It's like a righteous thing. It's like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly, and
both ways. Yeah, in both ways. So yeah, I get it. I just I think it's a combination of both, but I definitely see where you're coming from. It's like, all right, man, do what you want to. Someone's like, just do what you're gonna do, man. Whatever.
Right. Have your little fucking. Nobody needs to. It's almost like the trans thing again. You want people to believe you're a man when you're a woman. Well, same thing. You want everybody to get on board with your crazy crusade, your sexy Lexi crusade, and not everybody's feeling that. I'm gonna. Hey, I got enough shit to worry about, and coronavirus is way back in the recesses of my brain.
Yeah.
So, and that's the other thing too, so he got me all this water too at one time. So I'm asking him, I said, hey, how do you get these water jugs? How do you open the lid on these things? So he's looking at it and he's like, finally he says, oh, well, you got to stick a screwdriver in there and then pry that ring off. And I'm like, oh, that's a fucking pain in the ass. So I was like, why wouldn't they make something simple for survival? And he's like, well, survival, it's not easy. It's not. Yeah. Okay. Slice your testicles and bleed out twice a day. That's great. Like, why'd you do that shit? It's fucking stupid.
You need a fucking screwdriver to open the fucking water.
Yeah. You'll have a jug there, but you can die of thirst because you can't get the fucking thing open because you got to get a screwdriver out and pull the thing off. So it's just total. This is what I'm talking about, man. Like total irrational, panicky, fucking psycho. And the conspiracy theorists are just as fucked up as the media puppets, dude. The same people they make fun of. They're just as dumb, they're just like, yeah, right on. It said that in fucking Infowars.com, dinky, and it's just it's fun. Well, man, I hate this kind of shit anyway, man.
Yeah.
Like any of this panicky bullshit and people make it, want you to jump on board with their craziness. And it's like, no, man, I'm actually, hey, I got enough concerns here on my own. I got to make sure,
I think that's part of the psychology of it too. And why so many people are like, it's nothing. It's because there's been so many things like Y2K. And just other like little diseases that have come by that haven't done what it's going to be like, it's this and no. It's so that people are just like they're numb to it all. They're like, it's just another fucking media scare. But
that's what I think.
I don't know. I'm looking at a number of different outlets and different angles from it. So that's the good thing about not having a TV anymore.
Well, that's probably true.
Is that I do get the news and I do stay informed, but I'd stay informed through various different things and not just one thing.
Well, see, and that's my brother does that too. I mean, he's always sending me articles and links and all this shit, of what's going on. But I just refuse to sit there and be a little fucking worrywart, until there's an imminent danger, until I'm told otherwise. I'm just going to continue with my life and how shit normally is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll just be prepared for it. Like I said, we'll find out though. We'll have that little April 10th will be our
bet, man.
Our bet.
Hey,
we'll see.
Oh, you know what? And I'll even throw in a little licorice powder for you. How about that?
Oh, that's right on the food that you can bring it with you and dump it on my fucking Red Robin fucking barbecue burger, dude.
On your burger, dude. Mix it in with the licorice.
Wherever the hell we go. Probably not Red Robin, somewhere.
I'd like to go to Red Robin. I love Red Robin. If you got one out that way, well, we got one here, but the closest one is like at fucking, Green Valley or whatever.
Well, you never know. I might be out there because there is some news that I have. To everyone out there, I am no longer employed at a place anymore. I'm going on my own way. So, let you know how that's going. Everything's going well. Improv, music, and everything. So, it's crazy though. But I've realized, man, I just don't know what to do with myself every day, man. I'm so upset. I'm so bored. I should have definitely stayed.
You regret it, man.
No, not at all. I am not at all. Hey. I'm completely like, yes, this is great. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for a while and figure things out. And I am completely.
See, there you go, man.
No stress. And
that's how it should be. No stress, no worries, no bullshit unless you see something otherwise.
Well, the thing that's got me really that I'm like, wow, is how good how much better my back and my eyes are. Like I don't have eye strain. I don't have a lot of my neck and strain and stuff like that is less tense. Because I'm not bending over a screen all day, looking at a screen all day, trying to do all that shit for 8 to 10 hours a day. So. It's been good, man. Yeah, it's fucking rocking on, man. Just
good shit,
rolling.
Man.
So that's I'm looking for. So that's a good thing about it. I don't have to go anywhere. So if anything the world does come to an end, I'll be safe in my little cubby hole here with fucking teriyaki beef ramen and fucking video games. One thing about being a gamer too, you don't have to go anywhere to have fun. You're like, oh, let's play a game for fucking 7 hours straight.
Yeah, well there you go. Well, we'll see, man. It's it'll be an interesting sitch.
Interesting situation. We'll see how society. I mean, people are already going fucking batshit though, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like fucking Jesus Christ, man. Like fucking fighting over toilet paper. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, well, there you go. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about.
It's completely stupid. It's I mean, there is a level of stupidity that is like, there's nothing wrong with being cautious though. But holy shit, man! People are like you said, all the toilet paper is gone. Like I went to the store and all the big rolls are gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, all the water was half. I mean, I got the shelf was empty, dude. I got one of the last cases of water. I was like, shit. Mm-hmm. So and I bought my usual stuff, that I usually cook, and because like you said, the power grids aren't going to go down, dinky. Everybody has this idea that. There's going to be social unrest in the race wars.
Well, there will be social unrest if there is people that are panicking. There will be that might actually fucking happen. But if you're safe in your house and you've already got everything taken care of, then you don't have to worry about it. Because I believe that there is going to be. I don't believe, like I said, that we're going to fucking end up like Night of the Living Dead shit. It's just it's going to be fucking inconvenient and very. Very inconvenient. Like I would expect the meetup groups I'm involved with, I might have to stop doing my meetup for a couple months. They've already sent out information about that. Like this is what think about doing non-meeting. About meeting over
Skype or something?
Skype or other things instead of actually meeting. And that's not going to work for the groups I'm in. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm prepared to do it though. I mean, if it has to happen, it has to happen. It's not a big deal to me. That's one thing about being an introvert and also being a gamer and being able to do shit on your own and like have music and stuff as a hobby is that you don't have to be like, oh shit, I can't go to my fucking Toastmaster meeting Monday and then I've got a knitting group on Tuesday and my coffee with fucking Clarence on Wednesday and oh shit.
Well, I mean, for me, I guess where it would hit me the hardest is, like I said, with events. I've already had 2 events get canceled on me this month. And, I mean, for me, it's all about many events that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So just like I said, be prepared for that to happen pretty much to everything. You might not have anything, depending on your building. Your building they might tell you not to go in at all. Maybe if you can work from home or something like that. Like there's going to be a lot of that going on. That's going to change. Then that's a fucking big deal. I mean, if that happens, it's going to alter your life in a lot. It might save you some cash though.
There may be some positives to it too.
I don't think it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna like for instance, I know a lot of people that work for Royal Caribbean around here, and cruises are basically people telling do not go on a cruise.
Any going out of the country or any of that crazy shit.
But think about how much that impacts the economy and how much that impacts everything.
Well, but look at all the shit people are buying, man. That stimulates the economy.
Well, now they're only buying a couple things. They're not buying. I talked to the person at the store the other day. I said, it's really fucking up our inventory because they're not coming in as much. They're not buying as much. What they're buying is weird or different. And it's like, oh shit.
Well, because those stores are packed, man. When I was, both times I went to Walmart today for something.
Yeah.
And then, Sunday night I was at the store, and both times, I mean, long ass fucking lines, man. It's crazy. So, people are still buying shit, so that the economy is being stimulated just in a different way.
Yeah. We shall see. I know people that are traveling, and they're basically allowing cancellation of flights at no cost. They're asked any time. Because a couple people going out to Vegas that that I know,
right.
and so it's just going to be an interesting time that I don't think we've ever seen. Actually, no, we haven't. I haven't seen it. It's going to be another thing that our generation gets to see. That
well, we'll see how it goes, how it plays out. I can't predict the future. I just have my own theories on it. And, which, by the way, my dad and stepmom just went to San Diego to go see my stepbrother.
Oh, cool.
So, and then that was another thing my brother went nuts on. I can't believe they're going to, I'm like, they're traveling 5 hours away. It ain't shit. They're doing their thing. They're not going to turn their life off. And like I said,
yeah, there's no way to. That's not. I would never be like Scott, man. Yeah, or whoever. Don't go. But here's the thing. I can be prepared to say, all right, go. But I would not be surprised if he gets stuck out there. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. So that's the thing. Don't be surprised about stuff, but don't go batshit and say, oh, I'm going to not do it. Just be prepared to have difficulties like that come up. Like I might not be able to do anything at all with people that I thought of. There's a concert, a couple concerts I'm supposed to go to in July. They might get knocked off, man. They might just not happen. So,
Well, maybe. I guess we'll see. We'll see how long this goes for.
We shall see. We shall. And I know you're like, oh, it's next week. We'll figure. All right, we'll find out.
Yeah. Well,
we'll probably have a show before then, so we'll actually get an update on that.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure we'll hear more.
And it might even be a loss because here's the thing. It actually is because remember it's till April 3rd. So if we do have a show, April 10th. I'm sorry.
Yep.
April 10th. If we do have a show and nothing's happened yet, or it's gotten worse, but not basically, though, if we do have another show and it's still going on, then I pretty much win.
Yeah. Well, if it's that's what I said, because I said if it doesn't continue, if there's something new, that they're going to take their focus off, because I've seen them do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
They'll focus the shit out of something for like a month, and then all of a sudden, bam, they're into something new, and it kind of, in some ways, man, I think it's their way of taking their eye off what really fucked up is going on. What's really fucked up that's happening, So, anyway, and my other irk, dude, the fucking Ring doorbell.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
I've got this Ring doorbell, which, in some ways is good if somebody it's one of the, here we go again, just in case, panic bullshit. So, it's great if somebody, tries to kick in your door, or you get somebody fucked up, or whatever. And it's good because these units were not built with a doorbell. So it's a doorbell for me. So that's kind of good. And it tells me when people are at my door, but the battery has been low, and each time I'll charge it. And as you know, my brother has access to it too. Mm-hmm. And he was telling me, he said, it's still showing you have a low battery. And I'm going, what? I charged the son of a bitch. So I figured, well, maybe the charger I used wasn't working or something. Because you basically have to, Now, this is what's the bitch. You have to go out there,
Mm-hmm.
unscrew this little screw. If you drop this thing, you're fucked. And it's this little pain in the ass screw that comes out, and then you have to pull the faceplate off, and then you pull the battery out, and then take it in and plug it up, and then let it charge for so many hours. And that's how that works. And then, of course, you go back out, put the super fucking faceplate back in, put the screw back in, and then, put it all back together. So it's like, it just seems like way too much maintenance for a fucking doorbell, And
how long do you have to, like, when do you, how many?
How long do you charge it for?
I mean, how long does it last, the charge?
Oh, the charge, a couple months. I'd say
Okay.
about two months or so.
Okay.
But still, it's like the fact you got to, most of the time you install something so you don't have to do maintenance on the shit all the time. I could see changing your smoke detector battery every couple years or whatever. But I mean, every 2 months having to do this shit all the time. And like I said, it's kind of a rigorous process, especially for me. You got to go out there and take a specialized screwdriver, unscrew this little fucking bullshit screw that, you have to basically keep the faceplate on. And you have to charge the thing. So anyway, now here's another thing. They bill you every year. So it's $30 a year. So it's like, well, what? You got to pay your doorbell fee? Oh, you didn't pay your $30? No doorbell for you, nigga.
Yep.
It's the same thing like a refrigerator. Are they going to start doing that with, this is your refrigerator bill. If you didn't pay your $30, you don't get refrigerator. Sorry, you're going to be eating spoiled food.
I wouldn't be surprised at some point.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's, it might go there at some point. But anyway, so I was like, fuck, I guess I got to buy a new battery because I tried charging it 3 separate times, 3 separate chargers, and the same goddamn result.
Mm-hmm.
So I get on their site to try to buy a new battery, and first of all, it's not accessible. It's accessible, but it's not very accessible, So I'll spare you the details with all that, where I almost put 3 battery packs in my cart by mistake. I had to go back in and do it again. So finally I order the thing and I get the confirmation screen. Thank you for ordering from Ring. You'll receive an email shortly. So I go check my email. I don't get anything. So I'm like, okay, why the fuck am I not got an email? So then I'm like, all right, let me go log into the site and then go check my orders. I'm sure it'll show up in my orders. Well, first of all, I try to log in and it tells me, oh, it's a different device. And we sent a 6-digit code to your email that you have to go and type in here. So I'm like thinking, okay, I got all my info. I'm not baklava in fucking Bangladesh trying to log into my Ring account going, no, I bought something on your account, nigga, here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I have to go, jump through all these stupid fucking hoops. That's my old other irk, man, with passwords and shit like that where, they only help the criminals, I think, in a lot of cases, because somehow those fucks can hack into your account, no questions asked. But for you to get into your shit, you got to cut your left nut out, wrap it around your neck, and run around the block 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I finally get the fuck in there. And then I look at my orders, and it says I have no orders. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So then I call customer service, okay, which that was a bitch to find their number, too. They don't even have a contact us link. I actually had to Google Ring phone number for Ring or something like that. And so I finally got a phone number. I call. I speak with Dina the Dune Coon, and she's looking. She goes, so you don't have an account with us. And I'm thinking, bitch, I had an account with you for 2 years. Fuck you talking about? So I'm like, I have an account with you guys. And then I said, and I ordered something. And of course, she's not listening to a fucking word I'm saying. And as I'm talking and I'm kind of going off and I'm showing that I'm a little pissed off, she keeps going, I'm like, what the fuck are you, a goddamn kazoo? Like, bitch. So then, and this is, dude, honestly, this is why, and unfortunately, when you were in customer service, this is why people were so nasty to customer service reps, because of dumb fucks like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they've had experiences like that, and they're just like, okay, you're all that way, and that's how it winds up being. But anyway, eventually she found the order, and she's like, okay, so I'm going to send you the email. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, did you get it? So I checked my email, nothing. So she's like, check your spam. So I checked my spam, nothing in spam. So she resends it. I get the thing. I finally do get it. And she says, we will be sending you a tracking number shortly so you can track your package. Well, they never did that shit. And finally today I come home, and good news, I got a box on my doorstep, which was my battery. So now I was able to put the new battery in. But I mean, goddamn, dude, just a lot of hoop jumping for this shit, just so you can feel secure.
Yeah, well, I would never get that shit, man.
Yeah, well, it was something that, again, my brother bought for me. And, I'm like, okay, I've already invested too much in this motherfucker. So, and like I said, it's good because I do need a doorbell because these units don't have doorbells. And two, I guess if I on that 1% situation, that somebody comes to my door and, decides to cough the coronavirus on me, I got pictures of them, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I got video.
Fucking corona that's probably going to happen soon, man. They're going to be people that are deliberately giving people the coronavirus.
Oh, yeah, that might be happening too. People coughing corona on
coughing
people.
Corona, the corona coughers.
The corona cough. Well, shit, man, I think I should get the Dos Equis virus. Or the Tecate virus. Oh, you're making light of it.
You're so funny. No, that joke was just fucking...
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, I know
Christ.
I know there's probably some asshole out there going, you're just making light of the situation. Oh.
You're going to get the Budweiser virus here.
Oh, shit, dude, yeah. Oh, fuck, I didn't think about it. You can get the fucking, Steel Reserve virus.
Dude,
shit.
I got hit with Steel Reserve, man.
Man, it hurt too.
I got hit with the black ice virus.
Oh shit, we've been hit with the black ice virus more than once, man.
Damn right.
And if we can drink that shit, we can deal with anything.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, anyway. I don't have much else. Just that. That's a big deal right now. So we'll see how long it's a big deal. Remember, bet April 10th.
April 10th. Let's see.
Red Robin dinner, most likely.
And our audience can hold us to this too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
we don't give them the red. It's just me and you.
No. But they can say, "Oh, hey Max, fucker, it's getting worse," or "Hey, cruise control, guess what? It died down," or whatever,
Absolutely, man.
We'll see how it goes on. And hey, I know a lot of our audience, so I have communication with them. So I'm sure they'll hold me to this shit.
Absolutely. So, anyways, if without further ado, if we are done, this has been the Nothing Sacred show for March 10th, 2020. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there.
Bitches! See ya.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. With Maxwell Silverhammer. We are nothing sacred. With Cruise Control.